Nicola Smith from dressageRiderTraining.com. As a dressage rider, we all strive to have that beautiful, long, relaxed leg wrapped around the horse so that we can perform that great picture when we're riding. So today I wanted to share some exercises to help you create that long leg. First, it's important for you to understand that you can't physically actually lengthen your leg, but what I'm going to do is help enhance your leg length so that you haven't got muscles shortening and stiffening up, and you haven't got areas that are creating kind of tension and blockages to allow you to not absorb the horse's movement. So these exercises here are about enhancing your leg length and allowing your leg to get that nice long drop around the horse. The first one we start with is our pigeon pose. So you start down on the ground, bring one knee out in front, and the back leg can stay bent if you want, or try and straighten it right around to the back. Now I actually like to hook my toe underneath it to stop my hips really rocking over. And so you can try this out, and if you want more you can bring the front heel even further forward. But if all of this is too much, you can simply start here with both legs bent. Turn yourself around to the front, and then in your own time, let your upper body lower down over that front leg. And just let yourself drop down and loosen up. So what you'll do is you'll feel the stretch in around through your bottom. And when this is really tight, it can affect how our leg wraps around the horse. And what can happen is if this area is tight, it can turn the leg outwards. And so that can externally rotate the leg. But ultimately what we want is the leg to be more internally rotated, but that freedom. So we want to loosen up that area here to allow yourself to allow the heels to drop and the leg to be long. So that pigeon pose here is really loosening up that area. So you want to hold that for a good 30 seconds to allow yourself to drop down. And the more familiar you get with this, and the better it starts to feel, really let yourself melt down and feel free to hang out here for a good 2 minutes to help yourself really loosen up that area. Another place that can cause our leg to become quite short is our calf muscle. So bring yourself up, and a good place to do this is in a down dog position here, where you'll have yourself and your body into a triangle, and you'll place the heel on the other side as you push the heel down to the ground. And if you bend your knee more, you'll feel it more in your Achilles. If you straighten your leg more, you'll feel it more in your calf. You might like to lift up onto your tippy toes to squeeze that muscle, and then let yourself drop the heel down to loosen it up. And try that again. Squeeze the muscle to lift it up, engaging it, and then when you drop down, the muscle relaxes and it can get that little bit of extra length. It's kind of a form of PNF stretching, where you lift up, squeeze the muscle, breathe out, and drop. So do that exercise there and switch it over to the other side to help your heel drop down nice and low. And it helps again to gain that freedom through the ankle as well, because if this is blocked, it's going to affect how well you transfer the movement of the horse through your body, because any blockages can affect how your body remains stable and supple. So having tight calves can affect this. So make sure you give that a go. We then come down onto our back, and we're going to stretch out our ITB, which is the muscle here on the outside of our thigh. And so you can start with your knee bent, and you take that leg across your body. And if that's enough, stay there. But if you can, try and reach around and take your toe. The key is to try and straighten your leg, and you'll feel a very, very intense stretch through the outside of the leg here. And take your eyes around to the back. This is similar to when we have a tight bottom and a tight glute. It can cause our toes to turn outwards and cause this whole area to become really tight and stiff. So when we are riding, we want that to be really loose and to allow yourself to lengthen down there. But if it's tight, you're going to get this tightness and blockage again through your hips. So helping to loosen it up with the ITB stretch is really powerful as well. Then lastly, we want to stretch out our hamstrings, because if these is tight, it's really going to make your leg want to shorten and bend a lot at your knee. So we want to loosen out the back of our leg here. So grab yourself a seat on the ground, tuck one leg in, and then reach yourself over towards the long leg. Now if it's too much for you here, you can bend the knee to start with, but think of pulling the toes back towards you, because this is how we want to ride. We don't ride with our toes pointed, we're always trying to with our heels down. And so you want to try and stretch and enhance your leg to stay in that position. And then just let yourself come forward. If you want to add more to this, reach your hand onto the inside step of your foot, take the opposite arm over and lean towards the side. And hold this for a good 30 seconds, and then the more you do it, the longer you can hold. I like to hold for a good 2 minutes on each side to really allow that area to lengthen. And if I have got a place that's particularly tight, maybe it's my left side, and on that stretch I'll hold that a little longer to allow that side to get more flexibility and freedom there. So combine all of these stretches to allow your hips to loosen up and to allow your leg to gain its full freedom and mobility, because when it's tight, everything shortens and stiffens up. But when we lengthen and loosen from our hips, we gain more mobility, more freedom, and that's when you can get that long leg that wraps around the horse. Your toes can point naturally forward, your thigh can be nice and snug against the saddle, and it's going to help your pelvis get in a really good position as well. Hope you enjoyed that video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment below, let me know how you found it. And if you want to be the first to know when I post my next video, be sure to subscribe to this channel.